If you are an ambitious man and you feel like you are stuck in life, you are wide open, you're ready to go, but yet at some point, at some time, and for some reason, you feel like you can't get ahead. Well, in this episode today, I'm going to walk through that. Welcome to Make a Slant podcast. I'm James Wilson, executive pastor of ministries, but also a leadership advisor to successful executives, and over 11 years of experience in ministry and in leadership, but also a master's in organizational leadership. And I know all about being an ambitious man with goals beyond what you have time to do, but at the same time, you are relentless and you will not stop. But there are times where you feel stuck. And so we're going to walk through that today in regards to you feeling stuck, because there's nothing worse than feeling stuck. And I'll never forget when I first got my big job, right? And I started overseeing people, overseeing teams. And it was this thing to where my personal life felt like it was going great. But at the same time, I was feeling like there was more. I was feeling like there's something I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm not quite sure what it is just yet. And I couldn't put my finger on it. Like I couldn't figure it out. But then that's when I started just getting stuck and just feeling this frustration, this internal frustration of there's something that's going on inside me and I want more, but I don't even know what more is, right? I can't figure it out, but I know that it's something. And maybe that's you right now. Maybe you have the job, you have the business, you have the family, you have all the things, but yet there's something more that you want to obtain. That's because you're ambitious, you're very driven, just like me. But because of that, you can get stuck. And so it was through me just really doing some work, doing some coaching, learning through courses, investing in myself, reading my Bible, getting close to God, asking a couple people, falling forward to where I was able to just navigate very clearly on where am I going with this one life that I have and what am I going to do with the time that I have. So I can be ambitious, but I can get unstuck. And so I'm going to walk through that with you right now. And so the biggest thing is this. First is you're going to have a signal. All right. Now, the signal is what you're feeling right now. The signal is, hey, for some reason, for some way, some shape or form, there is this. It's like a rock in your shoe. It's like a thing that keeps you up at night, to where everybody else tells you that you should be fine. Everybody else tells you, dude, what more could you want? Everybody else tells you that you should be content. And it's true. You are content. And even though in your contentness, there is something that's longing for you to do more. And it's that driven personality, it's that ambition that you have. Now, as you feel that signal, you're going to start realizing that you are called to a life that most people will not live. You're called to an energy, to an execution level most people will not do. And that's just the way it is. And you have to make peace with that. And they won't understand. And you go, well, who is they? Let me take a break real quick and go over here. You go, they. That's like, okay, well, James, who is they? Well, they are the people that tell you to slow down. They are the people that try to put you in a box. They are the people that won't understand what you're doing and why can't you just sit down and enjoy life and be quiet? Hey, you're doing too much. Stop. That's who they are, but that's not you. And so you have to recognize, even though they want you to be who they want you to be, then when you put it in a little box, hey, don't get out of this box. Do what we say and do it now. But that's not you, because you're ambitious. And so when you're feeling stuck, you're feeling like you're being put in a box because they want you to be in a box. So the first part, again, of you getting unstuck is to feel that signal. Now, again, that's what keeps you up at night, and that's what you are feeling. Now, the next part is to listen and learn. Now, listening and learning, I'll make sure you can see that. So listening and learning really is, again, on, okay, I felt the signal, so now let me give some inventory to that. What's really going on? What am I? What are the words that's happening within me? You begin to really evaluate those things. Begin to put some complete thoughts and grasp what you're feeling down. Now, again, not saying that you can't have feelings, right? But the truth is, if you never listen and never learn, you're always going to stay stuck in this signal, and you're always going to feel this frustration. You're always going to feel without actually evaluating it to get clarity. And that's the truth. And so whenever I was kind of feeling like, man, I'm ambitious, man, there's something else I'm supposed to do, uh, I had to sit down and to walk through, okay, what is it that I want to do? Who is it that I want to be? Who has God called me to be? And the more that you can be able to lock down on these things, the easier that it's going to be. It's like when you get into a car, you know exactly where you are going, but yet so many other people, they will get in a car and just drive. But they do that with their lives, but not you. You're not going to do that. So get the signal, you listen, and then you learn. And then the second part, the third part from you getting unstuck is to aspire. Begin to dream, begin to look outward. Where are you going? Who are you called to be? Begin to unlock your mind, and don't worry about the barriers. Don't worry about the now. You're ambitious, so it's easier for you to think about what it could be, what your life could be. So then you begin to dream. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. This is when I'm going to do it. You start to make goals. You can write those down or not. I mean, it's from what I've heard. The facts are that you have a higher chance of achieving those goals if you do write them down. But you could also 10x those goals, or you could just kind of keep them similar. You could create SMART goals, which is just working through a framework of something that's specific, it's measurable, it's attainable. Like the SMART acronyms, you can go through and look at that. But the whole part of this aspire is to not get stuck, but to dream. Okay, so you can dream. And again, if you want to go through some of those other types of goals, you can. You don't have to. And yeah, SMART is what is specific, measurable, attainable. I think reachable. I can't remember what the R is, but I know T is time bound. Well, R is for more risky. Actually, excuse me. So R is for risky, which you need a risky goal because it keeps you focused. But yeah, so aspire so that you can navigate and begin to see who you can be, who you're called to be. So then after that, you will navigate, AKA you will start to work your way there. All right. So you're going to get the signal, listen, learn, aspire, and then navigate, because you have to start taking those steps. But remember that not everyone is going to understand. Not everyone is going to be on your side or cheer you on, because not everyone is an ambitious person. You have to remember that. You have to remember that just because they're your family, they're your loved ones, they're your friends, your coworkers, your team members, a co-founder, whoever the case is, does not mean they will understand. And that's okay, because we're all different. But the thing is, when you're ambitious, you are going to execute at another level that most people won't do, right? Like your lowest days are their best days, right? Your lowest days of energy and execution as a high achieving, high performer, ambitious, driven leader is the best day for a normie. We call them normies, right? A normal person. But now you got to navigate that, right? You got to go through the trails and the trials and tribulations to get there. And then once you get there, you will finally transform. You'll finally transform. You'll finally be able to achieve those ambitious goals that you have, because you have taken the time. Now, listen, you will always stay stuck if you keep doing the actions that you've been doing. The only way you will get unstuck is if you feel that signal, you listen and you learn from it. Then you begin to aspire on who you want to be. You navigate the challenges to get there. And then once you get there, you will transform. That, men, is the slant method, SLANT, because most people live their life like this, straight line. But the things that they want to achieve is like up top. But instead of what you are doing is you're living your life, but then what you do is this critical point of mass right here is that you make a slant. And the only way you can make a slant is by going through these steps that we just talked about. So with that said, I hope that this has been helpful for you. You have a choice and to be stuck or unstuck. I encourage you to get unstuck. If you need help with that, then go to jamesmwilson.com, or you can click one of the links below. I'll see if you're a good fit and see if you qualify to work with me. And other than that, remember, you are one slant away from changing your life.